I'm about to quiz you on Disney's Y2K era. Let's see how you do. Yes, it is true. I missed it so much I had to come back. I am back at Walt Disney World for this episode of Disney Jeopardy. Welcome in. As always, I am your host, Bryan Perri, ready to quiz you, like I said earlier, on all things 1996 to 2006 in the Walt Disney Company. 2,960 clues have come and gone. Today's a brand new ball game. So let's take a look at the categories of this episode 109 of Disney Jeopardy. First up, it's Turn of the Century. That's followed by Pixar Screen Shorts. And it's What's My Name? Fourth category is your theme park category of the week. It is In My Expansion Era. And the fifth and final category, as voted on by the club DJ members, is voice over trailer quotes. Domination. And I mean domination. Whenever any of the options get over 70% of the vote, I consider it domination, and that is exactly what happened here. I will read you a line from a voiceover that played for a trailer of a Disney movie that came out between 96 and 06. You have to tell me what movie that line is associated to. And with that, it is now time for the easiest round of the game, the cupcake round. It begins with Turn of the Century. I will read you the names of three different characters. You'll have to tell me what movie they were in. And again, all these movies came out in that Y2K, early 2000s, late 90s era. We begin with Turn of the Century. Wheezy, Emily, and Stinky Pete. The correct answer, of course, is Toy Story 2. On to Pixar Screen Shorts for 200. Seen here is Jerry from Jerry's Game. He was playing himself in this game during the short. What is chess? Here comes What's My Name for the first time. Who dat? That, of course, is Dorla from Finding Nemo.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Find a happy place, find a happy place, find a happy place.
Darla, your uncle will see you now.
On to In My Expansion Era for 200. In 1999, this ride replaced Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at the Magic Kingdom. Still a sore subject for a lot of Walt Disney World fans, me being one of them. The correct answer is The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And we finish off the cupcake round with the VO category. The creators of Toy Story take you into the world behind your closet door. What hides behind your closet door? Well, hopefully nothing, if I'm being honest, but maybe, perhaps, maybe, a monster. Correct answer is Monsters, Inc.
The creators of Toy Story
Good morning, fellas. Hey, what's shaking, bacon?
Did you lose weight or a limb?
take you into the world behind your closet door.
Roz, you're looking fabulous today. Is that a new haircut?
And just like that, 5 clues are down with 21 remaining as we tune the difficulty, raise the difficulty level just a little bit. Here we go. 400-point round begins with Turn of the Century. Archimedes, Tantor, and Kala. I'll latch onto the vine right here and tell you the correct answer is Tarzan. Onto Pixar Screen Shorts for their second clue. Knick Knack, a short from 1989, theatrically released in front of Finding Nemo in 2003. It featured this snowman trying to escape one of these. What is a snow globe? Here comes What's My Name for 400 points. Who dat? That is Mirage from The Incredibles.
You want to switch targets? Over?
Trust me, this is the one he's been looking for.
Here comes Expansion Era for the second time. Debuting in California Adventure in 2001, this attraction was added to EPCOT in 2005. The correct answer is Soarin' over California, but if you said Soarin', I'll give it to you. I'm easy going. Here comes your second VO of the game. He lived a solitary life behind stone walls. Outside was a world he only dreamed about. The voiceover is talking about one Quasimodo, which of course means the correct answer is Hunchback of Notre Dame.
He lived a solitary life behind stone walls.
Hey, Quasi, what's going on out there? A fight?
By the way, it is a beautiful day here at Walt Disney World, but it is so sunny, not a cloud in the sky, so I'm hiding in this little gazebo to film this episode. Thought I'd let you know. It's at Yacht and Beach, if you're keeping track at home. We move on. 600-point round. It's turn of the century. Tipo, Chicha, and Chaka. Three of them are Pacha's family from Emperor's New Groove. Here comes Pixar screen shorts for 6. The little girl seen here is from this short that debuted in front of 2006's Cars. Part of one of my favorite Pixar shorts, One Man Band. Time to name this random character. Who dat? This character's not that random. In fact, he had his own ride at California Adventures before the Avengers killed him. Yes, R.I.P. R.I.P. They killed him off just so they could build their own little area. The correct answer is Heimlich.
Mein Wing! Oh, they're beautiful! The wagon's taking off! You better start flying! But I am flying!
Yes, Heimlich, of course, had Heimlich's choo-choo train. Here comes In My Expansion Era for 600. From 2001 to 2004 and 2001 to 2006, both California Adventure and MGM Studios featured an attraction based on this hit game show. Correct answer is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And here comes the final clue of the 600s. It belongs to the voiceover category. He may be on a quest for gold, but he better watch out for silver. That was me testing out my movie voiceover guy voice. So if you have a movie that you want me to do the trailer for, DMs are always open. Shoot them my way. Correct answer here, by the way, is Treasure Planet.
He may be on a quest for gold.
To make people see me a little different.
Mr. Silver?
Cyborg.
But he better watch out for silver.
Change in plan, lad!
We are moving on to the 800-point round, the second hardest round of the game. Let's begin the turn of the century. Nira, Ema, and Crone. What is dinosaur? Here comes your second 800-point clue. It's from Pixar Screen Shorts. These two screenshots / Easter eggs include characters from the Academy Award-winning short For the Birds. Name the two full-length Pixar films these screenshots are from. The first one is from Cars during the Life is a Highway montage, and the second one is from the, I want to say it's the opening scene of Inside Out. Riley's moving to San Francisco. Well, you know this character's name. Let's find out. Who is this? That is the beloved Buster from the Toy Story franchise.
It's Buster!
on to In My Expansion Era for 800. Starting in 1996 and ending at the end of 2006, this many Disney theme parks opened worldwide. Correct answer is 5. Final clue before the dramatics of the 1,000-point round belongs to the voiceover category. On June 15th, for fun and adventure, just add water. Opening on June 15th, 2001 was Atlantis.
On June 15th, for fun and adventure,
Welcome to Atlantis.
just add water.
20 clues are down and 6 remain, but before we get to Final Jeopardy, you know what time it is. It is time for the most overly dramatic, soundtrack-infused, unnecessarily... Sorry, I think people are still sleeping here. I'm trying to keep it a little... spotlighted part of the game, the 1,000-point round. Hit it! All right, folks, it is crunch time. Let's find out if you are a Y2K Disney expert. Begins the turn of the century. Sunshine, Rev, and Julius. This is the first answer from this category that is not from an animated movie. No, the correct answer is Remember the Titans.
Make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Final clue from Pixar Screen Shorts goes a little like this. The screenshot seen here is from the Pixar short that was released theatrically in front of The Incredibles. What is Bounden?
I used to be something all covered with fluff, and I'd dance in the sunlight and show off my stuff.
On to your final What's My Name clue. Who dat? That is George Sanderson.
George and I are like brothers. 2319! We have a 2319!
George Sanderson, please remain motionless.
2 clues left in the game before Final Jeopardy. The first one belongs to In My Expansion Era. Before Radiator Springs Racers opened, this attraction that opened in Japan in 2001 became Disney's second ride to use the test track ride system. What is Journey to the Center of the Earth? The final clue on the board belongs to the Club DJ category of voiceover lines. He saw the signs. He tried to warn us. Now, in our darkest hours, he's got a plan to save us all. He did not have a plan to save us all. His plan was to run. The correct answer is Chicken Little.
He saw the signs. He tried to warn us. Now, in our darkest hour, he's got a plan to save us all.
Run!
And there you go. 25 clues are down and 1 remains. And it just so happens to be the one clue of the game that will ultimately determine how proud of yourself you will be for the next 7 days. 7 days from now, when the final themed episode of Disney Jeopardy drops. That's right. After next week's episode, we're going back to the old style where it's just 5 random categories. Hopefully you come up with some suggestions in the comment section. What will next week's episode be all about, though? And what will the Final Jeopardy clue be all about? Let's find out. The classics. That's right. I just did a Y2K episode, so I felt like I needed to pay respect to the olden years, the golden years, the beginning of the Walt Disney Film Division, animated film division. I'll be quizzing you on all things from Snow White, 1937, all the way to, let's say, through the 1950s. So study up on Peter Pan, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Lady and the Tramp, all that fun stuff. Because that's what I'm quizzing you on next week. Make your wagers right now, though, on how knowledgeable you are about those characters in movies. And time is up. Let's check out the final clue in this episode 109 of Disney Jeopardy. Following Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny, this Disney character became the first fictional female character to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Good luck. And time is up. It wasn't until the 1980s when this famous character got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Not sure if that's going to make some of you change your answers before I reveal it. Pens down, because it's time to find out what the correct answer is. It is... who else but Snow White?
And to have a star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame is the most wonderful experience that I've ever had. Well, dark and grumpy, happy, sleepy, sneezy, bashful, and dopey. And without them, there would have never been a picture. Thank you, one and all.
And that does it for this episode of Disney Jeopardy. I had to include Snow White in there because I just saw the live-action Snow White movie, and okay, don't throw any oranges at the screen if you have a different opinion, but I did not think the movie was that bad. It was okay. It was fine. They took creative liberties, and it's, you know, a new age, so of course they're gonna do that, and it was fine. I will say the theater was empty though, so that's a storyline for another day. Let me know what you thought of Snow White, the live action Snow White, in the comments below. By the way, I made a video on rating every single live action remake since 1994. Not my opinions, but Rotten Tomatoes scores. Check that out if you're curious to see where Snow White falls on the list when you combine the critic and audience score. As for Disney Jeopardy, shout out to all the Club DJ members. This episode would not be possible without people like you. I thank you so very much, and I ask you to go vote in the poll right now to help determine one of the categories in next week's Classics episode. Now, you know what time it is. If you like what you saw, do me a favor, subscribe, click that bell icon. Hello. Hello, Bell. This way, you're notified every time we come out with brand new content. I've been your host, Bryan Perri. I will see you next week. The Classics episode, the final themed episode of Disney Jeopardy. Until then. Oh, and thanks to everyone for submitting a clue, by the way. Thanks, guys. Till then.
Bye-bye.